What's up, everybody? So, I wanted to talk a little bit today about what's going on at my studio. Susan, the photographer I shared the space with, has been here since 1997, long before I ever was. She was the assistant to the photographer who owned the building, and then when I met him, I started working with the two of them as a second assistant. When Rick retired, I had moved in here and started working here, and so we both just paid Rick rep separately, and she paid him a share of his old business and stuff. I just had my own business. And then about 2.5 years ago, I bought the building, and so Susan was leasing the space from me at that point. But so I've always shared the space. I've never been in here alone, but today would have been her last day had she come in, but she had already taken her stuff on Monday. So this is the area where Susan worked. She had her desk that could move around, and then she had all her printers and scanners and all that kind of stuff over here. So this whole space here was kind of hers, where she could put her stuff, a counter for staging areas and all that. And so I've just decided I want to redo the whole space, having it to myself, because I don't want this just to be sitting empty and unused. This is the area where we would do tabletop photography. I think it's going to kind of stay like that, but I'm going to move it into a different location a little bit, just take up the space in a different way. But so this is where we've always done tabletop, and back beyond here, I had like a little space where, we were keeping mannequins and an extra little table and all that. I already took that down, and I already moved this fake wall a little farther over. That's the only thing I've really changed so far. And then all the way in the back here is where we just kind of store all the stuff for taking on the road. So this is just all the travel stuff in a travel staging area. So that's why I moved this wall back a little bit. It's too big. I might even move it back farther. I might reconfigure this all eventually. I'll decide. That's not something I need to know until I know what I'm doing with the tabletop area. So let me just go through a rundown of the whole place. And most of this is just I'm documenting it for myself. I just kind of want to remember how it was. There's been other things I've done around here, and it's bummed me out that I didn't take more pictures or videos of it. So when you walk in the studio, I kind of have this little fake wall here. So if I open up the door and I don't know who it is, people can't necessarily see in here. And then it's just kind of a little, meeting chill area up here, which has come in handy a couple times. When I've had bigger shoots and, there's people here and they could set up their laptops, or you could have a little meeting without being in the actual studio. And then this is just a bunch of, camera memorabilia and all that kind of stuff, photography books and all that. So over here, just a little spot for the printer, a couple of my things, and then, like I said, this desk was what, we put products on and stuff, but mostly Susan's space. This used to be a film fridge. Now it's more where she put her lunch in. I put my beers. But as I was saying before, this is her movable desk area. So, back when you're shooting with the Phase 1 here on the RZ67, it would be tethered and all that to the computer, so you needed to be able to move the computer around. Over here, just all this other storage, and I want to go through this. This is all stuff that I haven't ever changed too much. I didn't know how much she used of the old photographer stuff, Rick, who retired and I bought the building from, so I kind of just never really wanted to rock the boat too much. So now that it's all mine, now that no one else is here, I want to go through it, get rid of stuff we don't need. Got my dad's old bike up there. This was like a mirror area for clients, so they could take a look before we take portraits and all that. So yeah, and then again, tabletop area, and this is where she had a bunch of stuff, printers, all the stuff that went with her computer, a couple old computers that aren't used anymore. She took the one she uses, a bunch of backdrops, all that kind of stuff. I started to clean and organize this a little bit. But yeah, like I said, got 4 lights here hooked up to Speedotrons where we do the tabletop photography. And like I said, I think I'm going to orient it towards that back wall is going to be my plan with that. Then, yeah, like I said, just got some tires I'm photographing sitting in here now. These will be moved out of the way. Just this more storage, stuff to light modifiers. It's kind of already becoming a mess because I'm moving some stuff out of the way. Yeah, all the little pieces you need for light mounts, tripod mounts, whatever that may be here. And then, yeah, more of that kind of light modifiers on the wall. And yeah, so some light modifiers, but mostly this is all the travel stuff. That light cases, tripod, bags, light stand bags, all that kind of stuff I'll take on the road. I think I might even move the wall to here eventually and just organize everything way more efficiently. This is a lot of area, obviously for staging, going out the back door. Um, I'm in the middle of a bunch of projects, so that's why there's a bunch of junk around here. But this is my film developing area. I turned that into that recently, so it's got all my film chemicals, a sink, stuff like that, you know. And then the bathroom's back here. I don't have the light on in there. And then there's more storage over here. There's big backdrops in here. A lot of this is just empty boxes and paper towels and distilled water and whatever, all the ladders, stuff you need to run a photography studio. So, yeah, more light reflectors and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, that's the space on this side. This is two buildings put together. We'll get into the other side of the studio at a different point in a different video. This one, like I said, it's almost just documenting for myself what this space is like. And I think I'm going to kind of document as I build it out into something different. I don't think I'm going to spill those beans yet. We'll get into that as it happens. But, yep, that's it for now. And that's what this channel, I'm going to get into more film photography again. That's another thing I think that will happen with this channel is now I'll be more comfortable making videos whenever I want. So I think there'll be a lot more film and photography stuff because, I'm just not someone who's going to talk to a camera, and it's hard to make those kind of videos when there's someone else here. But now it's just little old me, so for at least a little while. So, all right, that's it for now. See you soon.